Hello everyone and welcome. This is Inspire Africa on Africanews. I am Jerry Fisaya Bambi. Coming up, on this episode we bring you the story of the Soroti Cricket Academy in Uganda, giving young women a chance at success in the sport. Plus, the group in Morocco promoting the participation of young women in cybersecurity. And a little later, we hear the inspiration behind Ghanaian social entrepreneur Kwabena Danso's bamboo bicycle project and his vision for the development of rural communities. This is Inspire Africa. We start off with some sports. Now, cricket may not be as popular as football in Africa, but it still has a significant following in some countries. One of them, Uganda, where an academy is now empowering young women from rural communities in the Teso sub-region. Let's take a look.
Player of the match, a coveted title Evelyn Anipo has paid highly for, including training barefoot for several years before being spotted. This was during the Kwibuka Women's 2020 tournament in Kigali, early June 2023, in which the opening bowler towered. With the right arm medium, the 26-year-old led her team to the finals and they came second. That is the spirit she is passing on to girls looking up to her.
Sometimes I could not get the opportunity to play the international games, but I never gave up on training until 2017 is when I made it on the team. That's when I made my debut on the national team in Zimbabwe.
Where she grew, Anipo would be out of school and probably married by now. But when the Soroti Cricket Academy, a non-profit organization, set up, it gave her and other minors a chance to learn the sport while escaping pressures.
When I came to Olila, the cricket was not so serious until when I left. So when I left is when they realized, oh, this sport is good. So Felix made the academy sound more right now, and that's why other girls are benefiting a lot.
The academy is giving many young people a second chance at life while developing sporting talent in schools. At Olila High School, it's more about discipline.
Cricket has made our students disciplined. They have highlighted their knowledge. They have known other parts of the world.
This is where most of the players on the national women's team come from. The humble background in the east of the country where youth must beat odds to succeed.
The national team has centrally contracted them and are earning money monthly, which has enabled them to be able to pay their tuition. The ones who have not been good enough, talented, but are family, are part of Soroti Academy, but are not talented to play for the national team, we are lucky that we have friends that have always come in to raise tuition for them to stay in school.
Evelyn has opportunities many girls around Uganda will never have. Despite the scorching earth, she never gave up.
And from Uganda, we head to Morocco to hear the story of the group known as Women for Cyber Africa, WFCA, that is promoting the inclusion of women in the field of cybersecurity. Here is more on their story.
Over the past decade, Morocco has experienced significant growth in cybersecurity. This growth has resulted in the creation of new businesses and the emergence of a very dynamic and expanding cybersecurity ecosystem put in place to address the risk associated with cyber threats.
As you must know, we are more and more connected to the internet. And with that high penetration also comes threats. Threats from the international network, and of course Morocco is booming in this area, and we are, as I would say, a good student in this field.
Reputed to be a male field, cybersecurity is still struggling to recruit female professionals or experts. This partly due to cliches, something that a group of women led by Gita Slawi have decided to now address with the launch of a cybersecurity association for women. The association's vocation is to promote their place in the field through numerous actions.
Today, women represent barely 9% of cybersecurity professionals in Africa. This is why we created this association. It is for them to discover the paths of inspiring women, women who have succeeded, and also programs that will allow them to better understand this field. We offer several programs, webinars, mentoring, awareness to help these women break into this field.
Through these actions, the Association Women for Cyber Africa has now begun its campaign for a greater presence of African women in this sector. The idea is to break stereotypes and motivate these women to embark on all the digital professions and make groundbreaking success that contributes to gender equality.
Now, Ghana's Kwabena Danso is the brain behind Pampro Bikes, a handmade eco-friendly bicycle from bamboo. Danso's project has made and delivered more than 10,000 bike frames around the world. A portion of the profits provide educational and economic opportunities to young people in rural communities across Ghana. He joins me now. Kwabena, a warm welcome to Inspire Africa.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, I've seen a couple of fascinating things about your project, but something struck me. You've come a long way. Tell me, how has that journey been?
It's been a roller coaster journey. So we've had the good sides, we've had the frustrating side. It's been a very interesting journey, a very learning journey over the past since 2014. Starting a business entirely from the ground in Ghana, in Africa, has not been an easy thing. And to get to this global level, there's a lot I've learned over the years. And I'm happy that we are where we are today.
Lovely. These are bikes made from bamboo. What's the attraction here?
Yes, so the bamboo bicycle actually has a lot of qualities as compared to other materials. First, it's environmentally friendliness. It's biodegradable. And now a lot of customers are looking at the environmental impact of the product that they use. Secondly, is the fact that it's very durable in terms of the tensile strength. Actually, the tensile strength of bamboo is about twice of that of steel, even though it is lighter. In terms of using it for bikes, it's very durable in terms of the riding quality, because the bamboo actually flexes and gives you a very comfortable ride. And so it actually absorbs more shocks on the road than any other material you can find. So only one who is riding a bamboo bike actually feels well more comfortable, are able to enjoy the ride than on a normal steel or aluminum bike. For instance, there's a couple in Germany called Tim and Karina who actually rode these bikes in 2014, covering a total of 12,000 kilometers from Germany to China, which was not an easy journey within a 1-year period. So it tells you how durable the bike is. And it's not just that, we've had people use it for long distance travel.
So you've said that a portion of the profits from the bikes also support your school project. What is the inspiration behind this and what is your vision?
So in 2016, I decided to set up the Yanso Project Model School using part of the proceeds from our bicycles. And fortunately, I had my partners in Germany supporting the project. The whole inspiration behind the school is to raise the next generation of leaders who are critical thinkers, problem solvers, and they also think about changing their societies. The best way to do this is to train the young ones with a different mindset. And we realized that it has to be the children from the rural communities where normally you won't have a quality education. We currently have about 525 kids in the school. 1/5 of them are on scholarship. About 100 of them are on scholarship right now, through both the Boomers bicycles and also through our partners, My Boo Foundation.
For anyone watching you right now, Kwabena, that's struggling with an innovative idea or concept, what would be your advice?
It's important that people follow their passion. That's the first point to start with, because there are a lot of ups and downs in entrepreneurship, ups and downs in bringing your innovation to the market, ups and downs within the continent, especially when it comes to raising funds and to support your initiatives. And for me, the only reason why I could survive was because of the passion I had in bringing change to my community. Because I grew up in this community as a poor boy, going to school hungry, going to school without uniform sometimes, and going to school with no shoes. And then I realized that this was what I wanted to do, to bring change to the kids in Michael who also find themselves in the same situation as I used to. You need to network. You need to share what you are doing with other people so you can jointly bring about solutions. You can't do it alone. Sometimes when you feel like dropping off, these are the people who are going to be there to encourage you to move on.
Nice points there. Kwabena, I'd like to thank you very much for sharing the story about your bamboo bikes with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that's it on this episode of Inspire Africa. You can see it again by going to our website, africanews.com. I am Jerry Fisaya Bambi, and this time I'm leaving you with a clip from a Nigerian model, Damilare Saka, called Trust the Process, Patience is Key. I'll see you some other time. Bye.